Good Thursday morning, everybody. Chris Allen with your weather podcast for this October 1st. And wow, what a last day of September we had around here. Record rainfall for the day and for the year. There has not been a day in 2015 in which we've had more rain in a 24-hour period than we had yesterday. 2.4 inches of rain officially at the Bowling Green Airport. That breaks the one-day record for the day and also the highest amount of rain in a single day this year thus far. And not only that, but it eliminated the deficit. Remember, we were stuck at just 71 hundredths of an inch of rain for the entire month of September. And then we started picking up on the rainfall, and then yesterday happened. Well, it totally wiped out that deficit. We're now sitting at 4.06 inches of rain for the month of September as of yesterday, of course, the last day of the month. We should be averaging 3.93, so that gave us a surplus of 13 hundredths of an inch of rain above the September average. Amazing that we went almost all the way through September with that big deficit of well over 2.5 inches of rain, and we made it up in a single day. Now our year-to-date total is at 39.10 inches, and we're now at a surplus, year-to-date surplus of an inch and 61 hundredths. So it did an incredible job of wiping out the deficit and catching us up right there on the very last day of the month. So now we begin the brand new month of October, and we're going to keep it cool and damp over the next several days. As we mentioned yesterday, big changes to the forecast simply because of, well, there's several things going on. The cold front that passed through yesterday, it has ushered in the cooler air. That's going to be with us. In fact, it's going to be downright chilly in some cases. But because of an area of low pressure that's going to ride up the Atlantic coast that is already bringing some flooding rainfall to the Carolinas, and they're going to get more, there is also now Major Hurricane Joaquin. It is now bumped up to a Category 3 hurricane as of early this morning. And as I record this at 4:47 a.m. Central Time, the latest indications are winds are estimated at 120 miles per hour. It is down in the Bahamas, but is going to make a turn north as we go through the day. And some of the projections of where Joaquin will go are still in question. It could affect the Carolinas. Certainly it's going to cause some high surf and heavy rains, gusty winds. But where it's going to make landfall by, say, Sunday into early Monday is still in question. It could be the coastal Carolinas. It could be the Delmarva region. It could be further north along the New England coast. But in any case, this is going to have an impact on the East Coast. First time in, well, since Sandy, really, that we're looking at a major hurricane being on the East Coast. So a little late in the season, but hurricane season lasts until November 30th. So we still have a couple of months to go, and it just got a late start, it appears. But Hurricane Joaquin now, what we call, anytime they go to a Category 3, we then label that hurricane as a major hurricane. So something that does bear watching, and even Joaquin is going to have an indirect effect on our weather here in southern Kentucky. We're going to get some of the winds from that system as all those systems get jammed up and gummed up on the East Coast. Cold front, area of low pressure, and Joaquin all working together that will throw some moisture back into our region, and then the chilly winds that are going to come with it. So unfortunately, for those of you that are going to do the roller coaster yard sale, which kicks off today and runs through Saturday, it's not going to be the best of conditions. Earlier this week, we were thinking, wow, you're going to have A great-looking weekend for the yard sale. It's going to be cool and nice, but that has all changed. The cool part is going to stay, but now it's looking like better rain chances, especially for Friday, as we're going to get some of that backlash moisture off of the East Coast. Yesterday's high, 68 degrees at the Bowling Green Airport. That happened early yesterday morning, just after 2 a.m., a little bit unusual. The rain and clouds kept us cooler for much of the day. 77 is the average high, so that's 9 degrees below average. 63 was our low. 52 is the average low, so that's 11 degrees above average. A year ago, we had a high of 87 and a low of 52 back in 2014. And as I mentioned, record rainfall yesterday, 2.4 inches of rain at the Bowling Green Airport. That will count as the official amount on the record books. Although, as we mentioned also yesterday, that Mesonet site up there near the Corvette plant measured 3.1 inches of rain yesterday morning. Cloudy, cool today. A little breezy, too. We'll begin to feel some of the winds picking up today from the northeast at, say, 11, 12, 13 miles per hour. We're going to put in a 30% chance that you will see a scattered shower today. We're seeing some on radar right now over toward the Green River Lake area this morning, and they're moving west. It is going to be just like the other day when we saw that unusual movement of the rain coming in from our east. A high today of only 66. Tonight, we'll put in a 40% chance of a scattered shower, breezy and cool, a low of 52. Now, for Friday, we have bumped up the chance that you will see rain to 60%. And it's going to be a cloudy, chilly day with a high only near 60. Some locations may not make it out of the upper 50s tomorrow. And then we're going to get down to a chilly 49 on Friday night. Friday night football games are going to be damp and chilly and a little on the breezy side, too. So if you're on the kicking team, you'll need to account for that. Plus the muddy fields, unless you're on turf. It's going to be a sloppy Friday night, it appears. Northeast winds at 13 to 20 miles per hour. Saturday, we're just going to say a 30% chance of a shower. So for those of you going to roller coaster, you may be able to salvage something on Saturday. A 30% chance of a shower, otherwise cloudy with some hints of sunshine at times. But it's going to be a chilly 59 for a high on Saturday with a breezy northeast wind at 12 to 24. So the winds will be a bit on the breezy side. If you're going to have some of your wares and bargains out there on a table or a tent or whatever, you're going to need to make provisions for that on Saturday. Now, Sunday, as Joaquin moves away and we finally shake out all those systems on the East Coast, we'll see a mainly cloudy day with a few rays of sun breaking through, warmer with a high of 68, still a stiff north wind at around 15. Monday, partly sunny, 72. We start to warm things up. Tuesday, Wednesday, mostly sunny both of those days with highs from 74 to 76, overnight lows in the 50s. So things do improve, but maybe not until the first of next week. All right, that'll do it for this edition of the podcast. God bless as always, and thank you so much for listening. Know the weather before it knows you. Have a great day. I'll see you live at 5:30 on AM Kentucky, streaming live to the WBKO app and WBKO.com, and later today from 3 to 7, Sam 100.7 Classic Hits, my radio show. Tune in and listen again at Sam 100.7.